Mataji, and today is holiday, and Monday is also holiday for us. It's a
Oh,
long actually.
oh,
Because
is
of
it?
Good Friday, I think even in India there is holiday,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah, yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Today is Good Friday,
Yeah, because
right?
Vrinda joins math classes from India, they also give holiday for online class also. They don't.
Right, 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 right.
And Monday there is a staff development. Some schools have even Tuesday too. Some schools are having like spring break this week actually, including this Good Friday and everything. Like
Oh,
Eastern, all this snow areas,
yeah,
Mataji, they usually
right,
get
right.
late spring break, right? For them, it's a spring break.
Yeah, because Easter Monday
Haribol,
will be
volume ఇక్కడికి వినిపిస్తుంది తక్కువ చేయి.
Monday will be holiday, I know, yeah.
Yeah, Monday is holiday, Mataji. It's up to you if you want to have a class, we can have.
Because in the group also I just see two of them online, so I don't see many of them seeing the message also which I've put up.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Friday Bhagavad Gita fun
On
class.
Friday, yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but usually nowadays we are not giving holidays, so I did not post in the group.
Yeah, because this is a long weekend we are giving, right?
No, last time I taken class. You remember, Mataji? If you are available, you can take class. You said, and I took class.
Okay.
Plus two
What?
times I took a class on Mondays. Yeah.
Okay, okay. It was a long weekend, huh?
Long weekend only. You said if you are available, you can take. Once I took, once Indu Mataji took that fifth canto, starting that all that was there. Na Mataji, what was that about these that Pavaneshwar Prabhu does na that class, that one I which
Uh-huh.
I did not wanted to take, and she took on behalf of me one Monday long weekend. One time I only took the class.
Okay, okay, okay. I think kids are joining. If kids are there, then we'll
Yeah,
start,
we
right?
can wait and see, Mataji. I am already doing live. Like in few seconds, I will finish live.
Okay. Is this Ivan? Pooja Menon, the child? What's your name? Maybe I didn't write.
Rasaraj.
Sorry?
Rasaraj.
Rasraj. Okay. Wonderful. Hi Krishna, Rasraj. Hi Krishna, Palvit. Balvinda is there, Mataji?
She has taekwondo class Friday, right? She went there. Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. How are you doing, Palvit?
Good, Mataji.
Good after a long time, right?
Huh?
After a long time? You're seeing me after a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're there.
Balvit is every day, Mataji. He never miss even one class.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I'm saying like you're seeing me after a long time. Rasraj, which grade are you in? How old are you?
I am 4.
You're 4 years old. Wow. So are you a big boy?
Yeah.
Oh, you feel you're a big boy, right? Okay, what do you do? What chores do you do at home? Do you help your mom?
I help my mom.
What do
I
you
help
do?
my, I help my mom and dad.
You help your mom and dad? I see you're a Spider-Man, huh? You,
Yeah.
you love Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He comes to everybody's rescue, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've seen the movie?
No.
Not yet. You haven't seen Parker yet? The real Spider-Man?
We don't have any screen time, Mataji. It's just things he learned from daycare that he knows.
Okay.
We also have books to read.
Very nice. I'm so happy that you're reading books. Would you want to share any book, the topic of any book or the name of any book which you've read recently or any book which you like?
Ramayan book I like.
Sorry?
Ramayan book.
Ramayan book? Very nice. So recently was Ram Navami, right? So you read a book? You read a story of Ramayan?
Yeah.
Very good. Do you
And
happen to listen to Hanuman Chalisa?
yeah,
Very nice. Very nice. Which state? Where are you living?
Oregon.
Oregon. Okay. Very nice. Is the Bhakti Sangha this time over there? No, sorry.
Sadhu Sangha is in
Sadhu Sangha?
Florida, Mataji.
Florida. Okay.
Oregon is the state below Washington, which in Seattle. It's in Northwest America
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
above California, Oregon
Uh-huh.
is. So we live in the Pacific, PST is our time zone.
Yes, no time zone. Okay.
Actually at his preschool. Today he
Okay.
came early and then I put a I have a reminder every day, but unfortunately he can't attend because he's in preschool. So
Because he's
today,
out.
yeah, since he was home, I told him there's this class. He was very excited to join.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm glad you joined.
Mm.
And I love your name. You have beautiful name. Do you have a temple nearby, Mataji?
Yeah, ISKCON Portland.
Okay. Very nice. Haribol.
Okay.
So we have Madhav is joined. Palvit. Palvit, you're in Dallas?
Yes, Mataji, we live around Dallas.
You live around Dallas. Wonderful.
We're
Very
like 1 or 2 hours from Dallas.
Okay. Are you in Plano or Frisco?
No, we're in Ireland, Denton, near to Denton. It's just
Denton. Okay. Denton. Okay. Still, it's far away, right? So, what do you love about Kalachanji?
the feast, Mataji, the feast, unexpectedly, like when it is like Kachi, they handed out no grain pizza.
No, is it?
Yeah, they
Very-
handed like Kachi pizza.
Yes. You should try the salads, and when there is the the Kirtan 50, you should try
Yeah,
the
we went there. One of my
yeah,
friends
you should
came.
try the granola there made by
My friend from Illinois actually, he came for the Kirtan 50.
Kirtan 50 is wonderful. It's
He
amazing,
he
right?
stayed like for 1 month, I think so.
Oh, is it? Very
Yeah.
nice. And the Kirtans are like so good, so good. I miss Dallas. So we have Isha, Vikram, and Kaushiki, right?
Kashi.
Kashi. I always miss. I think there was one Kaushiki, right? Kaushiki and her little brother joining. You remember? There were two, one boy and a girl, Kaushiki, and I think his name was also Vikram or something. They both were joining earlier. Okay, wonderful. So we have all of you, and it's so nice to see after a long time. It just so happened that we were not scheduled, and I was not there for the class, but I'm so happy to be back with you and see your lovely
Mataji,
face.
are we continuing the Radha Rani name?
Oh, you love the Radharani names?
Yeah, we're continuing. We left at
Maybe Radharani names will continue on next Wednesday. Radharani names is scheduled on the Wednesday. It's like Monday we do the reading. Tuesday we have Tuesdays depend upon the teacher Tuesday we have the bhajans, right? And then Wednesday we have the names of the Lord. Either it is depending upon the festival, and then Thursdays we have the moral story.
and
That
then,
sounds good. And Wednesday is the art and craft. On one Wednesday is art and craft, one Wednesday is the names of the Lord.
and where we left off was 83. I still
83. Okay, just remind the teacher. Okay, so I'll have that also in mind. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to share the slide now. Wait, let me see which is open. Yeah. Can everybody see the slide?
yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Haribol. So what we can do is, okay, anybody wants to volunteer to say the prayers? Anybody's raised hand? Haribol? Yes, Palvit, go ahead.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी भाषातादेशकारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरि बोल। कृष्ण पद्माय कृष्ण कृष्णाय कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण सन्निधि नामिने प्रभुपादाय साहित्य प्रकाश वितरियच प्रचरम कृतं सर्वभूत. Okay, so what we'll do is, Madhav, can you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra once?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Madhav. Rasraj, can you chant it once? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Good. Then Isha, Vikram, and Kashi, you all can chant it once. All or individual, I don't mind anyways.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
So as you three of you all chanting, can we chant it thrice?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare.
Very good. Palvit, you wanted to chant it once?
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Very good. Now at the end of the day, end of the class, what we'll do is, we'll again have the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, and then you can each think about a different tune in which you can sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Is that okay? That sounds good?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so we can think about it once, okay? Okay, so remember last time we had started 15.5 and I think there was a story which was pending into it. So we'll just continue with that because we had just done about the false pride, I guess. Or no, I think we just started, we had it scheduled, but then we had, one second, let me just mark this. Yeah. Okay, no, we haven't started this. No. Just give me 1 second, okay? So that I'll have the words underlined so that it becomes easier for you to play the game. Okay, so Rasiraj, what we do is, we are doing 15.5 Bhagavad Gita verse, okay? So now the verse is put up over here, and what we do is after reciting the verse, then we play a game. What do we do is, see now you're seeing these words which I am highlighting. So what we are going to do is we will have a question on it. Like I'll ask you the meaning and there will be this word. So either the word or the meaning, and then you have to find it out over here. So this way what happens is you all are more attentive and you try to play the game. Just give me 1 second so that I can underline this with different colors so that it becomes easier for you to have a look at it and easier to play. I think it did not get saved last time. We'll first have the verse and then we'll play this game. So everybody becomes more attentive because everybody wants to answer. Okay. And then at the end, everybody is going to say the meaning and the word, okay? Okay. So what we'll do is, so everybody will repeat after me. First we'll do the words properly and then we'll go with the meanings. Nirmana moha. You can unmute yourself and then repeat, okay? Isha, Vikram, Kashi. Nirmana moha.
Nirmana moha.
Nirmana moha.
Nirmana moha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Nirmana moha.
Nirmana moha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma nitya.
Adhyatma nitya.
Adhyatma nitya.
Adhyatma nitya.
Vinivritta.
Vinivritta.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Adhyatma nitya.
Adhyatma nitya.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Nirmana moha.
Nirmana moha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Jitasanga dosha.
Adhyatma nitya.
Adhyatma nitya.
Kamaha.
Kama.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Vinivritta kamaha.
Dvandvair. 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 Dvandvair vimukta.
Dvandvera mukta.
Vimukta.
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 Dvandvair vimukta.
Dvandvair vimukta.
Dvandvair vimukta.
Dvandvair
Vimukta.
Sukadukha.
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 Sangair.
Sangair.
Sukadukha sangair.
Sukadukha sangair.
Dvandvair vimukta.
Dvandvair vimukta.
Sukadukha sangair.
Sukadukha sangair.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Padam.
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 Avyayam.
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 Tat.
Tat.
Avyayam tat.
Avyayam.
Avyayam tat.
Avyayam.
Gacchanta mudha.
Gacchanta mudha.
Padam avyayam tat.
Padam avyayam.
Gacchanta mudha. Padam avyayam tat.
Padam avyayam.
Nirmana-moha-jita-sanga-dosha.
Nirmala Mohajita Sangadosha.
Everybody can unmute and say. Isha, you can also unmute.
Yeah, Mataji, one sec. We're just facing some issues. Well,
Okay. Okay. Nirmana-moha-jita-sanga-dosha.
Nirmala Mohajita Sangadosha.
Adhyatma-nitya vinivritta.
Adhyat
Okay, we'll do two words. Adhyatma-nitya
Nitya
vinivritta-kamaha.
Nivrittakamaha
Adhyatma-nitya vinivritta-kamaha.
Adhyamavityan
Adhyatmanitya Vinivrittakama.
Adhyatma-nitya
Adhyatmanitya
vinivritta-kamaha.
Vinivrittakama.
Dvandvair-vimukta
Vinivrittakama.
sukha-dukkha-sangai.
Sukha-dukkha-sange.
Dvandvair-vimukta sukha-dukkha-sangai.
Kasangay.
Gacchanta-mudha
Drittantamudha.
padamavyayam tat.
Padam avyayam tat. Avyayam tat. But more repeat that.
Padamavyayam tat.
Padam avyayam tat.
Okay, so what we'll do is now we'll have it individually recited, okay? Anybody needs help, I am there, but if anybody wants to recite it all by themselves, we're good with that also. Okay, Palvit has raised hand. Palvit, go ahead.
Nirmanamojita sangadosha adhyapanitya vinivrittakama dvandir vimukta sukha dukkha samye gacchantya-mudha padamavyayam tat.
Very good. Madhav?
Nirmana-moha-jita sangadosha adhyatma-nitya vinavritta-kama dvandve-vimukta sukha-dukkha-sange gachanti
Gacchanta-mudha.
muda padam-avyayam tat.
Very good. Yes, Isha?
Nirmana-moha-jita-sanga-dosha.
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma-nitya vinivritta-kamaha. Dvandve-vimukta sukha-dukkha-sanye. Gacchantya-mudha padamavyayam tat.
Good. Okay, anybody else is left? Okay. So now what we'll do is we will do the, okay, first we'll read the translation. Isha, can you read the translation?
Okay, how about
Is
today's
it
quote?
Haribol?
How about today's quote of Srila Prabhupada?
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, we'll go with that also.
Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who are unbewildered, know how to surrender into the Supreme Personality, attained to that eternal kingdom.
Very good. Palvit, do you want to read it again?
You can read the quote first.
Okay. Anybody else wants to read it?
I can read the quote, Mataji.
Yeah, quote will read it.
I
Don't
also
worry.
want to read it.
Who is it?
Madhav.
Madhav. Okay. Madhav, do you want to read the translation for this verse?
And read a quote.
Quote everybody will read, but we are doing the verse first, right? We'll have the translation for the verse also read.
Mataji, can I read the translation?
Who is it?
Alvit.
Okay, yeah, Palvit, go ahead.
Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who unbewildered, know how to surrender and to the supreme versus attain that eternal kingdom.
Okay. So can we think about any one person, do you know, who is free from false prestige, illusion, false association, and he's free from dualities of happiness and distress, know how to surrender? Any name comes to your mind? Anyone? Anybody wants to answer?
Prahlad Maharaj,
Okay.
Nrsimha,
How about Srila Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, that's what I was going to say.
right? Okay, so who wanted to read? Madhav, can you read this?
Yes, Mataji, 18th April, they have forgotten Krishna, they have forgotten God, and I am trying to make them Krishna conscious. It is a very difficult job. I have to shed my blood three
Chance?
before I make one
Convinced?
in Krishna conscious. Yes. That is why that is my experience.
Experience.
I have to talk with them, especially these
Europeans?
Americans. They do not accept anything so blindly. Hong Kong, April 18th, 1972.
Very good. Palvit, you want to read it?
Yes, Mataji. 18th April. They have forgotten Krishna, they have forgotten God and trying to make them Krishna conscious. It's a very difficult job. I have to shed my blood 3 times before I make one convinced in Krishna consciousness. That is my experience. I have to talk with them, especially these Europeans and Americans. They do not accept anything so blindly. Hong
Very good.
Kong, April 18, 1970.
Okay. So anybody wants to explain this or anybody wants to talk about it? Like what does this letter or what does Srila Prabhupada mean by it? Anybody wants to just talk about it? What is it? What is Srila Prabhupada trying to tell? Okay, so Rasraj, you want to say something? Okay, no worry. So they have forgotten Krishna. So what is Srila Prabhupada writing over here is that he's here in one of his letter is mentioned that because he's preaching in the Western world, right? The Americans and the Europeans. So that's the UK, the and the South and other America. So he says that they've forgotten God and I'm trying to make them Krishna conscious. So it was a very difficult job, right? Because for those people who do not know, who did not know about anybody called Krishna existed, to make them Krishna conscious. Now, make them Krishna conscious is what? It gets everything, all applying all the four principles, having them chant, first letting them know what Krishna is, who Krishna is. They do not even know whom he was. It is a very difficult job because when it's at the beginning, it's a difficult job, right? It was not that easy. So I have to shed. Can you imagine the intensity of the job? I have to shed my blood 3 tons. That means you have to give so much of your energy just to even make one person Krishna conscious. And when that one person becomes, then it becomes that that person will again try to preach and he will try to make some more people Krishna conscious. That means Srila Prabhupada had a very, very big job to do. And so to make them convinced in Krishna consciousness, that is my experience. So this Srila Prabhupada is talking by his experience. I have to talk to them. So it's not just you go and you give them some pamphlet or you give them some flyer and done. No, Srila Prabhupada had to talk to them. They had many queries, they had many questions which were to be answered. And then they could accept, because it was not like, okay, you just tell them something and they said, oh, yes, yes, and they accept it. No, you had to explain it to them. They had to be told about it. And only then they could understand what Krishna was, what his pastimes are, what is Krishna consciousness. First of all, why do you need to follow it also was told by Srila Prabhupada. Okay. So this was his mercy that everybody got the names of Krishna, or he got so many of them chanting. Okay, so we coming back to our verse. So what we'll do is I will tell you the Sanskrit meaning and you have to tell me the English meaning to it, okay? And we'll have to search for it. Avyayam. You have to look into the meanings, okay?
Eternal.
Eternal. Madhav and Raslaj, did you understand what we're doing?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Raslaj, do you see over here? The one which I've highlighted over here, Avyayam is eternal. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I tell you the Sanskrit word, you have to find what is the meaning of that word and then tell it. Okay. So everybody repeat. Avyayam, eternal.
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 Eternal. Sangha.
Ganga.
Unbewildered.
Unbewildered.
What is Sangha?
Of association. Of association.
Of association. Sangha is of association. So what did we? Unbewildered is Amuda. Sangha is what? Of association. Can everybody repeat? Sangha of association.
Sangha of
Sangha of association.
Mana.
False prestige.
Prestige. False prestige. Everybody. Mana. False prestige.
False prestige.
Man. False prestige.
Man of
Man
prestige.
false prestige.
Jita.
Have conquered.
Having conquered. Jita.
Having conquered.
Having conquered.
Very good.
Little having
Yes. Jita having conquered.
Jita having conquered.
Very good. Sukha dukha.
Happiness and distress. Happiness and distress.
Very good. So sukha dukha, happiness and distress. Once everybody, all of us will repeat it once. Sukha dukha, happiness and distress.
Sukha dukha, happiness and distress. Sukha dukha, happiness and distress.
Nitya.
For in eternity.
Nit-
In
very-
eternity.
in eternity. Nitya. Yeah, Nitya in eternity.
Nitya in eternity.
Very good. Adhyatma.
In spiritual knowledge.
Very good. Adhyatma in spiritual knowledge.
knowledge.
Adhyatma in spiritual knowledge.
Vinivritta.
Disassociation. Disassociated.
Very good. Disassociated. Moha.
An illusion.
And
Any illusion.
An
Moha, illusion. Padam,
Situation.
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 Padam, situation. Amudha,
Unbewildered.
Unbewildered.
very good. Amudha, unbewildered. Gachanti,
Attain.
Attain.
very
Attain.
good. Gachanti, attain.
What is Gachan? Oh yeah, attain.
Gachanti, Mudha. Okay. Kamaha,
From lust.
from lust.
From lust.
Kamaha, from lust. Okay, so I guess we Tat,
That.
That.
That. That.
that. Vimukta,
Liberated.
liberated. Yeah, Vimukta, liberated.
Vimukta.
Dosha, dosha,
The faults.
the false. Dosha, the false. Okay. So we have done with the meanings and with the verse. Okay. So what is the verse saying? Those are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association. So the Lord is telling us all the qualities by which, or all the characteristics by which one can come to the, or can attain the lotus feet of the Lord. How is it? That ones who do not have false prestige, do not have illusion, no false association, and those who are freed from happiness and distress, from the dualities of life, the happiness and distress, those who are not confused, those who are not bewildered, only those bodies or those souls can surrender, and then they can come to the Supreme Lord. So now what we'll do is, let me see the process. Yeah. Oh, I had done this over here, right? Yeah, with the translation. Okay, now remember what we had said last time was that the material world, how is it? It is like you see over the tree over here. The tree, when you see the reflection of the tree in the water, what do you see? When you see the reflection in the water, what do you see?
Roots connected.
Yeah, so
It's like
basically what do you see when you see the reflection in the water?
it be like upside down.
Yeah. So you see the same picture which is there. If you're seeing yourself, you'll see yourself. But, or if you see a tree, you see the tree in the water. But only the difference is that over here, when you see it on the ground, you have the roots and then the branches and then the leaves, right? But when you see the reflection in the water is, you see the roots on the water surface, you see the roots, then you see the branches, and then you see the leaves, right? It is as if you are seeing a mirror image, right? You're seeing it into a mirror. So it is just upside down. So the tree over here, it shows that the material world is just a reflection of what is there in the spiritual world, but only it is upside down. So, and this upside down creates a lot of problems for us, right? Because we are understanding it in the very wrong way. Because we do not, if we try to understand it in the proper way, it will become very easy for all of us to leave this material world when the time comes, right? See, here in the material world, the material world is described as a tree whose roots are upwards and the branches are below. We can see that the trees reflected in the water are upside down. The branches go downward and the roots go upward. It's just the opposite what is there as we see. So this material world is just the opposite of what we see from the Goloka world or the spiritual world. Similarly, this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. So whatever is there in this material world will be there in the spiritual world, but we are perceiving it in the opposite way. So let us see more further, okay? So now what does the Lord say? That you have to go to the spiritual world. Now when you have to go to the spiritual world, he is also, see, he's not just saying, oh, I'm just giving you instructions, okay, come. But he's telling us how to do it also. right? So what is he saying now? That the roots are upwards and the branches are down, and you see that there is this total attachment. It is like everything is entangled together. So if you have to move ahead in your spiritual life, what is it? You have to slowly, what do you think you have to do? Any ideas from you all?
I cut the tree.
Okay, cut the tree. What will happen if you cut the tree? Cut the tree of what? What is the tree of? What does the tree resemble?
The material world.
Yes, the material world, right? It is the material world and it is showing the attachments, right?
Yes.
So cut the tree of the material world with the axe of detachment, right? That means when somebody comes and speaks very harsh to you, then you feel sad. When somebody comes and is very happy with you, or praises you, you're very happy about it. So what happens is somebody else is doing something and you are feeling happy, you're feeling sad. So what happens because of that? The happiness and distress, that cycle keeps on repeating, isn't it? When you do something good, you feel that yes, I did it, and you feel happy about it. So this becomes more of, you are getting more and more entangled into becoming happy, becoming distressed. So does that mean that we should not be happy? What do you feel? You should not be happy?
No.
Let's be happy.
Should be
Yeah,
happy.
we have to be happy, right? Yeah, because we are living in this world, we'll be happy, we'll be distressed, but it depends upon how long are you going to take that and keep it in your mind and think about it and only be happy, right? So every time what happens is, like, see, when the seasons come, what happens? How are the seasons? The summer season, the rainy season, the winter, the spring, right? So it will, the fall, everything will come in a cycle. So what we have to remember, that if there is a condition wherein we are a lot very sad, okay, we are very, very sad. What we have to remember, that after a day, the night comes. After the night, the day comes. It's a cycle. So no matter if we are having some problems now, if we are very sad at this moment, but after some time, or maybe in the cyclic way, the happiness is going to come. You're going to be happy after some time. So this happiness and distress is going to be continuous. So you do not need to think about it more. When you're very sad, you think about it. Oh, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? And then in turn, what happens? You forget God, or you forget even to look at the Lord, because you are so much entangled into the happiness and distress. So we have to be very, you have to be very attentive that you do not get carried away with some feelings. Because just like the seasons come and go, what happens? The happiness and distress is also going to come and go. Sometimes you're going to be happy, sometimes you're going to be sad. So don't get carried away with that. Okay. Next, what the Lord said was about false prestige. I think we did this story, right? Remember the story about the frog? What is false prestige first? Anybody can explain what is false prestige? You know what? I have a very big house and I have so many, I have a, yes, Palvit?
Like greedy, like you think like you're the best.
Yeah, bragging. How do you all brag? Bragging about something?
Like
What I am doing now, right? Oh, you know what? I have a big house. I have a big swimming pool in it, and then I have so many vehicles with me. I go in this car. I go in that car. So what am I doing? I'm bragging, isn't it? I'm trying to show my prestige, which is not going to go along with me into my next life. So this prestige is there, but this is all false prestige because it is not permanent. Anything which is not permanent is false. It is just temporary. So we had done this story about this frog. Remember that ox. Now these frogs are so tiny, right? Though they become big, how big can they be? They can be just a palm size or maybe a hand size, a forearm size. They cannot grow bigger than that. So once we had done this story, but I'll just tell you in short. So what happens is once that there's a mama frog and there are her tadpoles, her babies living in a pond. Now this mama frog hasn't been out of the pond ever. So she hasn't seen the outer world apart from the pond. So what happens is once there come some cattle, they come to graze. There's an ox which comes to drink water. And these small tadpole frogs, they look at that ox and they feel, oh wow, look how huge this animal is. Look how big this animal is. So they come hopping and they tell their mama frog that, you know what? Now the mama frog is alone over there. So she feels that she's the biggest. She's the only one over there. So the baby frogs, they come and they tell the mama frog that, you know what? Such a big, big, big animal in the jungle. There's such a big animal at the pond that it's one of the biggest that I've seen. Nobody's as big as that animal. So then the frog says, oh, is it? Let me show. So what she does, she engulfs some air and she does, and then she becomes a little bit big. And then she asks her children, her babies, that, oh, is it? See how big I am? Is that animal big like this? And then the frog say, nah, it's you're too small for it. That animal is huge, they say. So the mama frog, what she does, she again engulfs more air, and she again, she becomes more big. And then she says, oh, now look at how am I? Is the animal such big? I'm sure that animal must not be bigger than this because I'm the biggest over here. And then the babies say, no, it's more big. And she keeps on doing this because now what is happening? She is getting into the thing that she feels is now that I am the biggest. I have the like that I think comes into her, that I can be big, I am the only biggest, or I am the only one over here. And when her kids tell, she tries to bring in that thing into her, which she is not. So this was all untrue or false things which she was trying to pretend. And this false prestige costs her a lot because after a certain point, her body gives up and she can no longer be big. And what happens is she bursts because now she's engulfed so much of air that she cannot take it anymore and she bursts and then she dies. So this happens when false prestige gets into you, that you do not have to think about anything which is there in the world. It is there according to its standard, according to its need into the society. So everything is there. We do not need to pretend like anyone, or we do not need to imitate anyone in this matter. Okay, so that is the example of false prestige. I think we had over here. Yeah, see about the frog story we had. Yeah. So now what is happening? Just like we said, happiness and distress is coming and going. Then we said the seasons are coming and going. You do not need to be worried about it, or you do not need to think about
I
it.
know the shloka for it. It's
Sorry?
I know the Bhagavad Gita shloka. Mata sparshasthu kaunteya
Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhada
agamapai
Paino Nityas Tamsita.
tasmabhayata.
Very good.
The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course are like the winter and summer seasons.
Right.
Also, self-perception, also on a Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being distracted.
Right. So now see over here in the picture, what do you see? Rashraj, you want to say what do you see in this picture?
Baby, then bigger baby, then child, then daddy, then grandpa.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. So now these are the stages of a human life, right? It's a baby, then a toddler, then a boy, and then the father and the grandfather. So what is this? That the baby is changing, like how this is how the human stages of life are. That is, from a baby, they will grow, they will grow, they will grow, they will grow. So Just like what happens is, like in that case, do we need to be very proud? Oh, I have become old now. I was a small baby. No, this is not needed, because that is just the part of your life, right? So false prestige about having something is not needed, because this is just changes which take place in the life of a human. So then we had thought about what is the key for happiness, because we need to be happy, right? So what is the key for happiness? We came over here. Now see, now this person, can you find what is the illusion this person has?
The skeleton.
Okay, he's a skeleton. But then what does he feel?
Sitting on a throne.
Yeah, sitting on a throne. So when he's sitting on a throne, he feels that he owns everything, right? But just remember, is this person going to take this throne or take this place where he is when he goes into his next life? Is it possible to take everything and go?
No,
No.
Mataji.
Why? But that belongs to me. Why can I not take it?
Because it's too heavy.
Is it too heavy? That's the reason you cannot take it up? I
Mm.
have a house. I have a house with a swimming pool, with a nice backyard and a garden. Why can I not take it?
Only the soul could go, not the body.
Yeah, very good. Because in this material world, we are living with the body, right? And the body does not go into the next life. So whatever we have earned in this life is going to stay over here. So then why worry about it? When you cannot take it and go, then why worry so much about it and waste your life just accumulating the many things which are not even, which will not even belong to you in the further years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I think we came to the story of association. We did not take the story, but this was the story which was left. That is the reason we continued with this verse. Okay. Now beware of your association is very important. You know what people say? You become like the people whom you are around with, or the people around you affect a lot. And so your association matters a lot, right? Remember what we had said, what Srila Prabhupada has given example, like if there is a if there is a perfume shop, okay, when you're passing a market and there's a perfume shop, or when you're passing an aisle, there's an aisle which, suppose you go to DMart, you Costco, or anywhere you go, there's an aisle which is only for perfumes. Okay, and then there's the salesperson is there. He's sprinkling. He is just spraying some spray, some different types of perfumes to let you know what it is, or he's telling, oh, please check it, and he'll tell you to just put it on your hand and just smell it if you like it. And there are many of them over there if they are. So what happens when you're passing through that aisle? There are so many nice good perfumes which has so many nice fragrance. They're all around you. So when you pass from there, though you do not take anything, though you do not buy anything, but still, because you're passing through it and all the spraying and all the perfumes around it, you start smelling that perfume on you. Does it happen to you? Or maybe when you put up the incense stick, or when you put up the dhoop in front of the Lord, the kapoor when you put, or if you have an incense stick, or when you have the natural oils, if you put it in the diffuser, you can feel it around your clothes, around your body, right? So whatever is around you, you get affected by that. So you have to be very careful with which people you are around, or what place you are around. If you pass through a place where there are people smoking, and when there is a lot of, trash and everything, you do not feel comfortable. And then you
This
feel when you,
happens in cafeteria, Mataji. In school cafeterias, I get irritated there. I don't know how our kids manage. I stopped subbing in elementary school because of that only. They give us cafeteria duty. I can't
right,
sit even for 5 minutes there. These kids are really amazing sitting with them eating. I don't know how they are doing it. It's really hard.
I
Yeah.
know this, yeah, the smell of that, it just gets into you. So you have to be very, thank you, Mataji, for bringing that up, because that really matters a lot, and these kids have to be very strong to pass that phase also. So that smell, or whatever you are, suppose you're going through a place where there everybody is like having, maybe the smoking zone is there. When you pass, it becomes so annoying, right? And when you pass through that also, you feel that your clothes still stink with that. So same way is association with people. Whomever you are around with, you will get into their habits or their bad habits maybe, or you can get into their trap. So we going to see the story. We have another 2-3 minutes. We are going to see the story of the crocodile and a monkey. Okay. I do not know if you know the story, but I'll tell you it in short. So this monkey and a crocodile. Now the crocodile it lives in the water. It can travel. It can come on the. It's an amphibian. It can come on the land also, and it is in water as well. This monkey lives on a tree. Now, what is important over here? You have to be really careful with whom you are making friends. If you come to know that, okay, this person might not be a good match for me, might not looks like this person is always in trouble, I might get in trouble with that person. You have to think about it and try to cut off friendship with that. Now, this monkey and the crocodile, now the crocodile is known to eat these other animals, right? So when you know that that this animal can eat you, but still the monkey was very friendly with the crocodile. Okay, and he became friends with the crocodile. Now, this monkey for a second also he did not think that the crocodile might have different plans, or the crocodile is good or bad. He just made friends with him. Now, the crocodile used to come from the water, the monkey used to be on the tree, and he used to talk to them. Now, once what happened is the crocodile thought that, oh, this monkey, if I eat him for my dinner, it's going to be so yummy. But then he was thinking, yes,
I know the story.
you know the story? Very nice. So he was thinking about like how to get the crocodile, because the monkey is very, he's so bubbly. He'll be just hopping around here and there. So he was thinking that how to get this monkey to my place. Like I have to find a plan so that I can eat this monkey for dinner. Okay. So what he does is he's thinking about how can I get him? How can I get him? He was thinking about it. So somebody had told the crocodile that, you know what, the monkey's flesh is so soft and his heart is very tasty. You have to really taste a monkey flesh. So now the crocodile was getting a lot desperate to eat this monkey alive. So what he does is he has a plan. He tells the monkey, oh, you know what? At the other end of the lake, there's a very nice tree. He's thinking about all possible ways how he can take the monkey with him to the other end or in the middle of the lake, because the monkey is not going to swim, and then he can eat him for lunch or dinner, whatever his menu was. So then he got him, and he told him that, you know what, at the other end of the forest, there's other end of this lake, there's a very nice tree, because monkeys eat a lot of fruits. There's a nice fruit tree. You can have a lot of fruits over there and enjoy your time, and we can have a nice time as friends there. Now the monkey, for a second, he did not think that, oh, the crocodile might be lying or anything. So he just said, okay, let me come with you, but how will I come? The crocodile says, oh, no problem, you can just hop on my back and we will go. So the monkey does not think about a second and he goes, because he is just trusting the person who is there in front of him. So he just or the animal is in front of him. So he goes with the crocodile, and once they are in the middle of the lake, the crocodile starts laughing whimsically. He says that, ha 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 ha, see, how did I get you over here? The monkey does not understand what happens. He says, what happened, crocodile friend? He says, you know what, you're such a fool. I have got you over here so that I can have your heart for my lunch or for my dinner, for my supper. It's my friends told me that a monkey's heart is so soft and you should really try it. Now the monkey was a little bit scared. He says, "Oh, what have I done? I've got myself into a problem. I've myself dipped into this. Now I'm going to die." But at this time, again, it is very important that when you're stuck up any problem in your life, do not lose hope. First of all, you pray to Krishna, and then second is you have to think about it also, right? That how am I going to tackle the situation? So now the monkey, he is clever as well. Though he is bubbly, he's clever as well. He thinks like, oh, what can I do now? How can I just take what I want? You know, in Vrindavan, right? What did the monkey do? When you go to Vrindavan, the monkeys, they will either take your glasses, they will take your bag, and then they will run away. So what you have to do, you have to tell them that I'm giving you something back and you give me something back. So you have to tell them that normally people will carry those fruity packets or juice packets. They will throw it to the monkey and then the monkey will throw whatever they have it in their hands. So they are clever in that sense. So the monkey thinks about it and he says, "Oh, crocodile, why did you not tell me that you wanted to eat my heart? You're my friend and I'll do anything for you. It is so sad that you did not tell me for way ahead." The crocodile says, "Why sad? What happened? Why are you saying like this?" And then he says, "Oh, you know what? See, I love to help you. I would love to give you my heart. But you know what? During the daytime, I keep my heart safely on the tree. You should have told me that you wanted my heart. I would have immediately taken my heart and then got it for you." Now the crocodile, he's like Jadabuddhi. He is Muda. He does not understand what is going on. He says, "Oh, is it?" He says, "Oh, I wanted to eat your heart." Now the monkey says, "See, here on the tree. What to do now? Now your trip is gone waste. You do one thing, you just take me to the bank of the river again. I will take my heart and come down, and then you can have my heart." Now the crocodile, he has so much of desire to eat that heart, so he does not even think for a moment that why will an animal keep its heart away? He says, "Oh, is it? Okay, let's go back." And then they go back, and once they come to the shore, the monkey immediately hops up and goes on the tree. And he says, "You fool, you crocodile, you tried to eat me alive, you tried to harm me, and you want to take my heart. Can you keep your heart and come like this? You are a very bad association, and I'm so regretful that I had made friends with you, because your nature did not change though I made friends with you." So this happens when you have a wrong association. Some people themselves are a problem, and they will end up making you also into, or they will end up getting you also in a problematic situation. So when you know, see, what is that? What Srila Prabhupada says, you give your association, you do not take your association from them, right? So when there is a bad person, when you know that some people are not so good, and you know that, okay, I cannot fight this, I cannot do anything for it, so it is better to leave that association. It is better to just stop being with them, because we are still very new in our bhakti, right? Somebody will come and tell you, "Oh, you know what you're putting a tilak on? Why are you doing this chanting? Come, let's play it. Come, let's have a nice time." So you should know what is right and what is wrong. And when you know that some people are not meant for you, it is okay to let them go, because you will have some good people around you who will help you in your life to move ahead. Okay, so you have to be very careful when you choose your association, okay, or choose with which people you are with. Okay, Rasraj, did you get it? You understood the story?
Yes.
Very good. Palvit, Madhav?
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. So this was about false prestige and association, which Srila Prabhupada had mentioned in his quotes, and in the Lord has mentioned in the verses. Okay, so I think we are past the time, 5-7 minutes ahead of time. So we'll end the class over here and we'll again meet next week. Okay. Hari bol.
Thank you,
Vancha-
Mataji. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo च
Prabhupada
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
Pavan
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Chaturvedi.
नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, हगरे सीता प्रीति माता जी की जय, ऑल लिटिल किड्स
Hare
की
Krishna
जय।
Mataji.
हरि हरि
Thank you, Mataji, for
Hare
going
Krishna
live
Mataji.
and helping us
हरि
out.
बोल। थैंक यू माता जी। हरे कृष्णा, क्लोजिंग द कॉल।